Hello, my Bodywork colleagues. This is Mike. Just finished a work day, saw a bunch of patients, and now I'm strolling through this beautiful pea patch in my neighborhood, and as usual, feeling very grateful for my work. But I'm also feeling a little sad today because I'm pondering what it means when a massage school closes. Here in Seattle, we just saw the closing of Eva Institute, which feels like a big deal. It's the end of a lineage of schools and of teachers. And it's a place that many of us in Seattle have felt connected to. We were staff there, we were faculty there, we were students there. And it's a strange feeling to walk through the halls of a now defunct institution and feel the accretion of history, of all the people going through all of their trials and tribulations to become massage therapists, to train massage therapists. It's a real death. It's a real grief process for us in Seattle. But I've been around just long enough in the massage world to watch a lot of schools come and go nationwide. And there are a few patterns that I thought I would share with you, or maybe just thoughts. Thought number one, it's really hard to run a massage school. It's profoundly difficult. It's not a simple matter of creating a room where you install people with some skills and information. You've got to create a container which allows people to transform into service providers, into healers. That's a big deal. That's a huge investment of your own time and energy and heart. And we should be less surprised by the death of a massage school than by the persistence of one. So if you're a massage therapist or a body worker and you are witnessing a local school persist, survive, thrive even, take notice, support that school. That's a rare thing. And I wish I had reached out more to my local schools while they still existed. It was a treasure lost. Another thought I have is that this is part of a bigger context. We in the United States and we worldwide are redefining not just healthcare, we're redefining health. And so in the midst of that, we're revaluing how to pay for services in healthcare. And there's a lot of chaos in the economy of the massage therapy field. And so we should expect that the models of how to train massage therapists and how to fund that training are also somewhat chaotic. There's a lot of good in that. It means that there's a lot of experimentation. There's a lot of new schools trying different things out. But we should also expect that there's a failure rate there and that the chaos we feel in the bodywork education world is part of a larger collective phenomenon. The last thought, and maybe it's just a hope of mine, is that in the last 10 to 20 years, we've really seen the onrush of a model of massage education that is kind of slick and corporate, kind of a vocational school model, where small local schools have given way to these big scaled institutions where there is a real hypercharged admissions process. The admissions staffers feel pressured to get people in the door whether or not they're ready to undergo massage education. Institutions where the faculty and staff are constantly at the limits of their logistical capacity. Institutions where cohorts of students are swapped and interchanged, so there's no stable sense of community, and there's no sense of trust between people exchanging, there's no stable sense of how to give feedback. It's a bunch of people sleepwalking through their massage training. And miraculously, there are amazing faculty sometimes at these schools. There are beautiful practitioners who graduate from these schools. But it is my suspicion, maybe just my hope, that that model of massage education is showing its failures in these times. I think it is not sufficient to train massage therapists the way you would train a paralegal or a dental assistant at all. Massage training is different. If you want to have a good massage school, you've got to have a good community within that school and surrounding that school. There's no other way to hold people while they go from regular civilians to body workers. That's a transformational process, and you need to have a wholehearted human institution to support that. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of folks that downloaded some skills from an institution and they will fizzle out after a couple of years. So that's just sort of my soapbox, maybe just my opinion. We'll see if it's correct. But in the meantime, when a school closes locally, like we have here in Seattle, reach out to the people who were part of that school at the time of closing. That's who is feeling the tumult the greatest. The students, the staff, the faculty who are now figuring out their lives. Reach out and remind them of the larger world, and here's to the next school that rises to take the mantle. I love you guys.